Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the founder, Della Leaders Club, Mr. Jimmy Mistry.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever part of the world you all are in right now. A very, very warm welcome from all of us from Della Towers headquarters for DLC Studios. Today we've got a fantastic line of speakers, and the whole purpose today to launch this committee is to just make sure we break the ice and introduce all the eminent men and women across on this platform for the first time. Thank you for being with us today, and let today's evening begin.
And now let me invite DLC Director Shilpi Singh.
I am one of the founding team members of DLC. Would like to invite the DLC Global Leadership and Transformation Committee Chair, Steve Rodgers, former Warren Buffett CEO with over 25 years of experience. He is also the author of Lead of Gold and the IGI Principles, both Amazon #1 best-selling books. Welcome, Steve.
Good morning and welcome to you on DLC platform. Let me publicly acknowledge the fact that Steve has been giving so much of his valuable time across to DLC. Thank you, Steve, for being with us. Would you do the honors by having the committee video launched?
Jimmy alluded to, no matter what's happening in my life, I'm trying to contribute, and that is true because I want to contribute and give. And I have to tell you that reaching out from across the world, from people that I've only met virtually, but have met through heart and spirit and contribution, has been very touching, which is really what I believe Della Leaders Club is all about. It is taking our minds and our talents and our energy and our skills and all the many brilliant things that are happening within all of our organizations, companies, clubs, groups, etc., and bringing it to one place to better the world, to better business, to better people, and to better families. I love that Jimmy and the group have incorporated the concept of pulling in family and the unit of the ecosystem. The best to all of you, and Jimmy and Shilpi and Della Leader, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. One more favor, we need to launch the LinkedIn handle. We've created a special LinkedIn handle for Leadership and Transformation Committee so that we can communicate better and more efficiently and effectively across. Thank you.
A warm welcome to everyone in the Global Leadership and Transformation Committee. I would like to invite on stage our next guest, Mr. Jyotirmoy Bose, founder and CEO of White Space Consulting. Welcome, Jyoti. We're really happy to have you here with us.
Thank you, Pearl. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. I would like to introduce our next guest of honor, Arthur Carmazzi, Chief Awesomeness Officer, Directive Communication International. Welcome to Arthur.
All right, so let's make some things happen. I just want to let you guys know that, that this kind of organization primed to make a global impact. Della Leaders Club is something that personally I am, ready to give and continue giving because it is going to support the future of humanity.
I have the honors to introduce Captain, a strategic coach and UN peacekeeper. Somebody who began his career with Indian Armed Forces and has frontlined at the world's highest battlefield at the Sichuan Glacier.
This is a great opportunity for, I'm not being grandiose here, but for humankind to pool their common knowledge. Whether the knowledge is about risk, it's about resilience, it's about marketing, it's about digital marketing, all of that pooled and made available for people to leverage. And so all the very best, Jimmy, and looking forward to this journey. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You need to be honest to introduce our next speaker.
So Christopher Salem, who is an award-winning author, radio show host, and a media personality known for coining the word prospreneur. So welcome, Christopher, and over to you. Thanks for that.
Leadership starts with the individual. It starts by leading by example. And everyone here that is on this session today and here to share that wisdom with the world. And that's one thing that I'm committed to here. And I'm going to challenge everyone here, what you bring to the table and what you're going to be able to leverage the Della Leaders Club platform to make an impact in the world is to take what it really is passionate and what your purpose is and to fulfill that here to help others do the same. We can create more good and more peace, more harmony and more collaboration in this world. And that's something I am committed to do from my perspective and my skills and expertise. And I challenge you to do the same. And Jimmy, thank you for the opportunity to be here and share.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you for spending your time. My next guest is Karan Gupta.
I'm most excited and honored to be part of the DLC Global Leadership and Transformation Committee. And I'm confident that through this exceptional network of people, I will be further able to spread the cause of changing lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Karan. My next guest is Dr. James Pogue, CEO, JP Enterprises, LLC.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I just wanted to share a little bit about one component of social impact that has really been driving me, and that is to really work hard to increase the diversity acumen of leaders across the globe. If we can raise our diversity acumen, we have the opportunity at greatness across the board. And I really want to appreciate you, Mistry, for making me a part of this team. Thank you so much.
Let me reassure you, DLC is one such Gen Next organization that believes in diversity and equality right at the core of it. So thank you, Doc.
We would now like to introduce and invite Mr. Kevin Shah, entrepreneur and strategic advisor, writer, and an early supporter of the Della Leaders Club.
What excited me was, as they say that it's not what you say, it's not what you are, what comes through, and it came through the screen actually. And I'm quite sure that what we have over here is better than everything else. And I think I'm really excited to meet wonderful people all across the world. And I think you really have something really good. And that's why I'm an investor.
Thank you.
We would like to invite Danoosh Kapadia, a growth strategist, Danoosh Kapadia Consulting.
Hello everyone. Good morning from San Francisco. It's very exciting to be in the company of so many accomplished leaders. It gives us the chance to do something different, right? And I think that's what we're all here for, is how can we lean on each other? How can we learn from each other? And how can we build a future that is a lot better than the world that we came out of?
Thank you, Danoosh. Danoosh, I'm looking forward to working with you.
I have Miss Yamilette Cano, founder, communication coach, executive trainer, Louder Global.
Congratulations, this is an amazing platform. And I would say it's not a platform, it's a community. We're building trust and you're trying to improve people's lives. So I'm very, very happy to be part of the committee, to be able to share knowledge and to exchange that knowledge with all these wonderful people. So thank you for having me once again.
Thank you. Could we invite Rohan Jaitley?
I'm more into social causes to a foundation that we run for social charity. And our idea is to reach towards the rural healthcare and individuals who have limited resources to modern healthcare. And that's the endeavor and the ambition that we at our family foundation imbibe towards education for persons from the rural and the backward parts of India. Apart from that, we're also into cultivating sports at levels to get out the sports talent for the future of the country.
And now it gives me a great pleasure. I would like to invite another early supporter of the DLC, Mr. Vinay Thadani.
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate the DLC team and thank you, Jimmy, for everything. And I wish you all the best for DLC and I look forward to working with you closely. So I introduce Mr. Blaine Bartlet, international best-selling author, co-host of Office Hours on Bloomberg TV.
Jimmy, thank you so much for creating this opportunity. Everything is about relationship, and if we're approaching life and we're approaching business from the perspective of first, do no harm, business is going to succeed, life is going to succeed, and I think we're going to be successful as a species. Let alone we're going to have a healthy planet to work from.
Blaine, thank you for supporting us and being one of the early supporters for DLC. Thank you, Blaine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ashni Kataria. I would now like to introduce Mr. Martin J. Braddock, experienced executive leadership coach. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you very much indeed for inviting me to the event, and thank you very much indeed for including me as being part of this fantastic initiative at DLC.
Hello everyone. Our next speaker for the evening is Ms. Ishita Katyal, TEDx speaker, She is a child prodigy who wrote a book at the age of 8. Welcome, Ishita.
It's such a pleasure to be here, and I think hearing everyone speak has given me so many beautiful thoughts to ponder upon. Ever since I was 8 years old, seeing elders like you around me creating an impact has always been so inspirational. And of course, you're never too old or young to be a leader. So we should emphasize that every single day of our lives, just like today. So yeah, being a part of such a beautiful community like DLC, we can be great change makers and create even better ones. So yeah, I look forward to seeing more and more young people present in these little boxes.
God bless you. Thank you, Ishita, for being here. Good luck to you and more power to you, girl.
Let me get on to our next speaker, Mr. Shah. Shah is the world's first learning to make survivors globally published book.
Greeting to everyone, friends. There is a one single word in the life for everyone to accomplish all your dreams and making it realize. And that word is courage, and I do my best to illustrate the courage, because courage is our word. Courage is a characteristic which can never be prescribed by any physician or any doctor, or you cannot buy it over the counter. And believe me, in last 10 years, I have counseled, motivated more than 30,000 cancer patients, caregivers across the world, and that is what I could manage. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Shrenik.
Thank you very much.
So inspiring. Professor Soumitra Datta, it's my pleasure to introduce you as the Professor and former founding Dean of Cornell University, also the founder of Network Readiness Index and Global Innovation Index.
I just want to say that I'm privileged to be part of this group. I think it's an amazing group of leaders, and we all collectively have a common responsibility to our future generations and to planet Earth. And certainly what I hope is that with our collective energy, inspiration, and with our ideas, we can help push some important projects forward. Thank you so much, and I'm very pleased to be here with this elite group. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
I now have the honor to invite Ms. Sadhna Someshekar, the CEO and MD of Platinum Infosystems.
I am actually very, you could say, curious to see how DLC is going, because we are part of the honorary committee, and therefore I think Jimmy has provided us with a platform, and I think now the baton will move forward to the people on this forum to take forward the vision that DLC has. So I think the baton moves to us. So all the best for all of us.
Thank you, Sadhna. We have another great leader. We have Barry Johnson.
Well, first of all, hello to everybody, all those that I know and I do not know. I'm excited to connect with this organization because it is rich in resources of all sorts, ideas, people, capital. And my encouragement is that we will all think mindfully about how that which we have access to can be channeled in ways to support a world that works for all. Thank you so much, Jimmy, and all the best to everybody on the call.
Thank you, Barry.
What are some of the requirements that are looking for as far as time commitments and contribution from the members? And then how will we be tracking and measuring the accountability to make sure we're making progress, individual committees and the global? How will we track and how will we communicate? So maybe you could hit those two key questions.
The way to measure it is pretty simple. The content that's generated by the honorary committee member and the participation within the chapter. We are asking and seeking not for more than 8 hours from our side. That's one. 8 hours of content. We've got a whole content blueprint and cycle prepared. 15 cities. Our teams will be going and creating content on a particular committee from 5 cities in a month and going to the next 5 cities and going to the next 5 cities. So each of the cities will be getting represented once in 3 months. There is a whole algorithm that we planned behind because it's 26 committees, 300 pieces of video content. We need to make sure that New York is equally represented as Calcutta and Bangkok is equally represented as Dubai. So everybody has a representation, everybody has a voice, you are fair to everybody and across domains where we need to actually support with our knowledge.
We'd just like to get a little bit of information, a little bit of feedback about when you think you'll be able to share the schedule for the year for the committee. What's the book of work or the forward schedule that you have in mind?
Ash, we are programming and our coding is happening. Every committee, if you go in as a committee member and log in, you will have everything across in your committee. So Leadership and Transformation Committee, when you log in as a committee member, we are very soon coming to you with a login username and password. You'll be able to get your blueprint. You'll be able to get the next event, what happened in the last meeting, what is happening in the next meeting. So we do not do housekeeping. When we invite people, men and women of eminence like yourself, who have very limited time, we'll make sure we utilize every minute of this time. And that will be done across on the platform. We plan to meet virtually not more than 3 times a year, maximum for 1 hour meetings, very crisp, very precise. There is no housekeeping. It's just straight away business. What is the strategy? What's the blueprint? And is our Leadership and Transformation Committee effective? And are we impacting human lives? Thank you. We have Oni.
How, Jimmy, can leaders become more creative in the 2020s and beyond?
It's super important and critical for leaders to understand, create a sense of ownership via empathy as a starting point. Once that is there in the DNA of a leader will impact processes with empathy, people will impact products with empathy, and a leader will impact people with empathy. A futuristic leader cannot be the one without empathy. I hope that answers your question.
So if I have friends that we should recommend them to join this, what is the membership journey? Can you share this with me?
As far as inviting people across the DLC platform, it's very simple. We have a customer service and there is a membership application waitlist form. People can fill in the form across, and if they fill in with an HCM reference, it has more weightage. Criteria are very different for our entrepreneurs, manufacturing, or in services. Criteria are very different for professionals, and criteria are very different for young leaders. So we've tried to map it. Having people with the largest number of humans' life touched is this community all about.
I'm just curious. So you want to take some real estate space on our cell phone with the DLC Genie app, I understand. I'm a little bit curious about what do you want to achieve with it? I mean, how is that going to serve the community?
So DLC Genie is a support system. If you reach out to Genie, Genie goes ahead and applies our DLC community to isolate what problems you have, how important they are, who is the right person to address it from our database and knowledge bank at the back end and technology at the back end. We are also building up an AI tool. As soon as we have enough data, we'll be able to apply the tool. But right now we are able to manage with our search query. And DLC Genie is going to be amazing because that's where you get to test the power and the genuinity of the DLC global community. Thank you all for being here with me and supporting all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.